All right, and we need to go to the phone lines. It is the Cook Neon Sign Hotline. They're more than neon signs, digital, traditional, and banners. They do it all. It's your name and lights, Cook Neon Signs, on the web at cookneon.com. It's a play-by-play voice for the Tullahoma Wildcats. Scott Chastain joins us on the Cook Neon Hotline. Scott, tough night for the Wildcats.
Do I have to do this? Is this in my contract?
Mandatory.
It is mandatory.
Okay.
I think it's the first time that you and I have talked on Friday Night Thunder that Tullahoma's lost this thing. First time since 2007. You forget how to lose sometimes, don't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, but it was never in doubt, Dennis. This game was never in doubt. Tullahoma turned it over 2 or 3 times early. Coffee County converted those turnovers into points early. And Tullahoma was never competitive in this game.
Scott Chastain with the ticket joins us here. I think that we had a couple of kerfuffles during the process of the game. Any ejections in tonight's game?
No, not that I'm aware of. No, I didn't see anything like that. There were 3 or 4 personal fouls, but, I think that Coffee County's dominance was so apparent early. And it's not that Tullahoma quit fighting or quit giving maximum effort, but just that intensity of a close, hard-fought game never developed. And I thought that Coffee County handled leading 42-0 at halftime. When you've lost 22 out of 25 to somebody and you're up 42-0 at halftime, I'm sure you're tempted to say, let's put 70 on them, because they probably could have. But I give Ryan Sokowski and the Coffee County Red Raiders a lot of credit in that they just ran the ball up the middle second half. Mercy Clock ran. It was the fastest half of football I've ever been a part of.
Scott, there was, it seemed like to me when you listen to the game on this end in the first half, after Coffee County went up 7-0, Tullahoma drove early and got a pass picked off. And after Coffee County went up 7-0, and then Tullahoma fumbled that next kickoff, and the Raiders were able to go up 14-0. That seemed like a moment in the game where you kind of had a feeling Tullahoma may not get back in it.
Yeah, you really did, Josh. It's true. And you could see on the field, we commented a couple of times that if you swapped these jerseys about 4 years ago, it would have fit. Coffee County looked like Tullahoma back when they had Trey Burks and Montrell Berry and those guys. Just more speed on the field. Multiple guys outran the Wildcats, and when it was 14-0, you could tell that Tullahoma was not going to be able to stay with them. And turnovers definitely don't help when you're a little behind in the talent gap.
All right, who's Tullahoma got next week, Scott?
Wildcats will travel to Winchester for their second straight non-region rivalry game to take on Franklin County, who will be licking their wounds after getting pummeled by Marshall County tonight. So a couple of teams in bad need of a win next week in Winchester.
All right, thanks, Scott. We appreciate you joining us on the Cook Neon Hotline. It's Friday Night Thunder.
Thanks, Dan.